Now, here's a crazy thought. Is lager yeast required for brewing a delicious lager? That would seem to be a necessity, but is it really? Well, I asked that question to two world-renowned experts, and they had quite different perspectives. And be sure to watch the entire clip and hear how Kolsch yeast is being used. Now, this was part of a longer event discussing best practices in demystifying lagering as a whole. The full replay is full of great tips, and I'll put the link for it up here in the cards and in the description. So make sure you watch the entire video to hear all the great tips and consider giving this video a like.
I just stressed that point that Saccharomyces pastorianus is a different beast to Saccharomyces cerevisiae. It is less tolerant of heat. It is more complex. It's got 50% more genes in it and 50% more DNA in lager yeast than there is in ale yeast. So it does actually contain some genes that are not present in Saccharomyces cerevisiae. But to what extent they actually make a major contribution balanced against the impact of things like fermentation, temperature and pressure and oxygenation and so on is a moot point. But the important thing is you pick the strain you want, you're happy with when you're designing a new beer, and the golden rule is stick with it and look after it and make sure it behaves itself.
I believe that a lot of people will know the Weihenstephan 3470, which is a very known yeast in the German, Austria, Switzerland area, and a lot of other places in the world. And actually giving you a very nice flavor to the beer and really supplementing the hop flavor. So I actually like that yeast a lot. I've done pressure fermentations with one yeast giving no flavors at all, and then going to the other extreme using one from Cara Technology called 21555, giving you nail polish more or less in the beer. So it depends on what you want. Select the one you want to serve to your customer, and I'm sure you can do that. I would actually say in my book, I also said, okay, why don't you try a Kolsch yeast and go from there? It's actually a quite interesting beer in the end if you actually do whatever color you want. But that's also a nice one to have another kind of a lager type. Not a lager yeast, but you'd be provocating here.
Now, this was just one event from the entire replay, and I've posted the replay link right up here on the screen and in the description. And don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know what your top takeaway was. And a like is always appreciated.